Cause I'll daydream, man. I'll daydream when times get tough, like, oh, I should go get my CDL. Oh, I should go to the army. But it's like you're just daydreaming, Dougie. You go there when times get tough or don't go the way that you like. You're in a situation that you created for yourself, right? This is 3 months leading up to this. This is 3 years leading up to this point right here, right? So even in the next 3 months, bro, you can change everything. In the next 3 years, bro, you can be at such a contrast, the difference between who you are, bro, that it will be unrecognizable. And you know that. Even your homeboys telling you that. Even your father is telling you this, bro, because they know who you really are. But everybody else, they don't really see that. But here I am again, G. It's another week of not working, and I don't like it. Because last week I was at jury duty exactly 7 days ago, bullshitting the whole day just for what, $20? Um, but yeah, dog. I'm just trying to zone in and get focused. Um, and really just, man, just stop smoking, man. Just get clean, bro. Because even if you are homeless, which you can't be, because you have good friends and good family who will take you in, bro. You know, don't get it fucking twisted. Like the girl helping you out is great, but you are not dependent on her, G. Right? You're not, this person you are now is not who she met. When you met her, you had two jobs, car paid cash, right? In fact, she had no job and no car when you met her, right? So don't get so down on yourself, bro. But also, you need to move with some urgency. Yesterday, I think was good to chill with my friends, to get my mentality back on track, to not be so concerned about this girl who, at this point, is just a roommate. We're not even dating. And I asked AI last night when I was over there. I was like, how can I emotionally disconnect? Because she clearly has disconnected from you, but she still wants to call you cute names. She still wants you to run errands for her. She wants you. You're still cleaning up messes after her animals every fucking day. You're still cooking for her every single day. But hey, you don't pay your half of the rent, brother. You're just paying like utilities and little shit here and there, whatever she asks for. So you're not even pulling your weight on the financially side, you know? And it's not all about the money. Because then I would go try to get into the medical field, or I would, or you could simply just stop smoking, go into construction, go one of these warehouses. There's tens of warehouses, bro, all over here, G. Right? But you got to do something drastic. You got to do something different from the last 6 years that you didn't do these 6 years, bro. That's why I really am kind of thinking of joining the army for a 6 year contract. Because I'm like, well, what the hell, bro? I legitimately wasted 6 years. Not completely wasted, because I know in time, matter of fact, all this shit that I've learned, the pile of journals that I have, bro, like I wasn't necessarily wasting time. Yes, but no, but yes. Because like this girl or any normal human being, right? You get off of work, you come home, you fucking watch your TV shows and you eat your junk food and you scroll on social media, right? Because people scroll on social media for like 4 to 6 hours a day. You watch TV for like 6 hours a day. So you got a whole shift, you got a whole part-time job right there. That's your fucking bullshit team. But me, if I lived alone and was in my own psych system and wasn't distracted by a female asking me to do shit for her, etc., nigga, I'd be reading books. I'd be listening to podcasts. I'd be journaling. I'd be taking notes. I'd be exercising. But all that learning is good. But I even told my other homeboy last week when we was chilling, I was like, I've been spending all this time learning, dog, for years, but it's annoying because now I got nothing to show for it. I want to study. I want to continue like going to school really to either get a certificate, license, or a diploma or a degree. I mean, and have my thinking, my studying pay off. You know, I've been studying little shit here and there, but never committed to follow through. And even if I were to follow through, like, how would it pay off? You know, like, what would I get from this? Is it going to benefit me job wise? Something like that? You got journal stacks, brother. Been journaling for fucking 5 years, my boy. It's preparation or execution. But you're over here journaling and all this shit, bro. And that's good because I feel like it's gonna come into fruition. But it's gonna, you know, I feel like the knowledge that I've gained it's gonna come in. It's good impact. But it's also like I'm trying to start to talk less and try not to talk over people. You know, my friends and family, they love hearing my opinion, but I'm trying to learn the way to for them to ask for my opinion instead of me just because I got a lot of knowledge, bro. But it's like first off, people are not asking for it, you know. And you know, second off, you're so damn smart showing off your intelligence, but you have like nothing to show for it, you know. And just in this world that we live in, if you don't have money, no one's gonna listen to you, and that's just the way it is. That's just how it is, bro. Like if you have less money than your girl, you think she's gonna respect you or listen to you? You know what I'm saying? Or your homeboys or your dad. You have to be an exceptional human being so that your opinion even fucking matters. You could be the smartest motherfucker in the room, but if you're broke as shit, and like the thing is too, like it's not about the fast cars and the flashy shit, but that's how motherfuckers will listen. If they see you with the nice car, they see you with the nice clothes and such, they're gonna pay attention to what the fuck you say, right? So they're not gonna pay attention to you, bro. I'm over here looking bummy, wearing the same clothes for the last 5 years, you know, little pieces here and there and shit, but you know, my friend was trying to get through to me that like, for me, I have to be more selfish, bro. You know, some people don't need it. Maybe some people need to be less selfish. But me, I have to get selfish, bro, to want better for myself. He's like, stay fresh, bro. Like, get the clippers, clean up your beard, you know, go get a haircut, get an edge up, you know. Go get some nice clothes that you like. Go get some new shoes. You know, save up and get that car that you want. You know. He's like, you have to love yourself because then people aren't even going to listen to you if you don't even show that you care for yourself, bro. And in fact, you can't even help anybody, your friends, a girlfriend, your parents. If they were in a financial bind, isn't that the point of everything? So that you could be in a position where someone says, oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to make this. Like, I'm over here having to pay a speeding ticket, and I'm probably going to end up calling my sister, my dad to ask to borrow money, or at the very least my homeboys, but I'm not even trying to do that. But it's like, bro, you're over here with the intention of asking motherfuckers if you can borrow some money to make a fucking speeding ticket to pay that shit. But you already know I'm supposed to be the one. My dad called me like last month saying, hey, you got $300 I can borrow? And it's like, I didn't even have it. It's like, bro, you should be in a position where you're lending. And that's even in the Bible, that we are meant to be the head, not the tail. We're supposed to be the lender, not the borrower. You know? So, yeah, it's all good, man. I'm just trying to emotionally detach from this girl and just totally start acting like we're not together, because we're not. You know, but she'll call me cute names and maybe she wants to cuddle a little bit, but then I'll take it too far. And ever since I was a child, ever since I was a kid and I knew that I like girls, I just always went over the top with it, bro. And for me, I think it's a blessing and a curse if used unwisely. I've known subtly for the last few years that there's purpose behind it, that I'm so driven, right? Like once I know that there's a girl that likes me, I'm like, oh, I'm infatuated. But I think it's because you're supposed to be transmuting that energy. Like I feel like I don't know if my test is so high, but I'm so like active that I'm down to go like every day. But I think there's something in there. Like I always wanted to build houses as a kid. I always wanted to work with my hands. And in the construction, I was able to go those 2 weeks on a SR streak, you know, because I was like, taking a sledgehammer, boom, tearing off the walls, bang, 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 you know, and that type of shit was good for me. Yeah, it's low pay and not intellectual. I can turn my brain off. But also, if you use that for something constructive, I always wanted to build stuff. I always wanted to fix things. That's why people would come to me with their problems to fix their car. You know, you're supposed to create things. I always wanted to be a film director. You know, I always wanted to create. And I think that that's what's missing, your purpose, your creation. Because even when I start making money, if I don't have my purpose, bro, that's what gets me the most depressed. Because then I'm like, start getting into routine, living like everybody else. Let's go out to eat. Let's have fun. All this, right? So she gonna chase those niggas, but she gonna keep you to be the nice guy who cooks for her and cleans up after her animals every day and does errands and little shit for her, even though you're not fucking together. And then your shit is so low, like you know, yesterday was good, bro. Playing basketball with my friends was good because it brought me all the way back to school, bro. Something clicked. I started playing like I was in school again, but every time I was in school and we played basketball, it takes me a while to warm up. What's crazy is they called me tall, like too tall. You're too tall. Like tall for nothing. Because you should be dominating everybody on the court, right? You should not be missing any shots. You should be on the defense. But I move slow. It's like it takes a while for my engine to get started. But once I rev it up, like stay out the way. But it takes me a while to get started, right? I need that warm up. And it brought me back to school, man. Because like even my friends were telling me like, yo, you need to like, you want it. Like you don't believe in yourself. You don't want it. And you can see it. And like even my friend told me years ago when we would play basketball, he'd be like, bro, you hesitate. And he's like, I think you do that in life. You know, so I hesitate. I have no aggression. You need to move with a sense of urgency. You need some grit. Right? It's time to get down and dirty, man. It's all good, brother. We're on a plan. We're on a 10-year scale. That's good. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited, you know, but it's time to put in the work. And when you put in the work, You need to stick to yourself, stick to your plan, no matter what. Because I'm thinking, like, what? You think a CDL is going to save you? But if you have all the money now, are you just going to go spend it on a female and not follow through on your plan? You think you're not going to have influences or peer pressure to drink all the time? Or you don't think that if you get into a new environment, you're not going to have a bunch of thotties or women that are on you, but you need to conserve your energy and stay away from the Jezebels? The temptations are always going to be there, bro. You know, we don't ask God for easier problems. We ask for the strength to handle the problems. Right? I was always meant to be on a different path, a different program, you know, but I was always the 80%, and everyone else would look at me like, yo, what the fuck? Like, you're not trying to fuck this female? Like, you're not trying to just hit it and quit it? Like, nah, man, I want to get to know her, and I want to think about the long term and all that. I've never been like anybody else. I didn't even use Tinder correctly. I used Hit the Dating, bro. And let's just face it, that shit is a hit it and quit it site, bro. But you over here falling in love with these girls. Come on, family. Even the drinking and the smoking, I never wanted to participate in it. But oh, they want you to do it. So okay. Even my friends, my family, like, oh Josh, you want to do this, or can you do this for me? And just something inside me, nah, I don't want to do that. Oh, why? Please, come on. Even your friends and family, bro, have done that in the past. Where you say, nah, not really. And they're like, oh, no, why? Because in their eyes, oh, it's so easy. Like, it's not even hard. Like, why won't you do this for me? And then I cave in and I'll do that for you or whatever. And then time goes by and I feel discouraged and down to myself. And then I start acting out, and they're like, well, what's wrong with you? Well, I didn't stick to my path. And then when I start going in the dark, and then I come out for some air, and I say, hey, I'm gonna fucking work at McDonald's. I'm gonna go get my CDL. I'm gonna go to college. And then you shoot that shit down. It's like, what the fuck, motherfucker? You should be encouraging me, nigga. Like, oh, Josh, don't do that. Like, motherfucker, nigga, you want to go work fucking. You want to go work some bullshit job, nigga? I'm going to say, let's motherfucking go, nigga. All right, you go, boy. Like, I know you're meant for more. I know you're not supposed to be doing landscaping or, frying chicken, working in a restaurant and shit, washing dishes. I know that. But if you're over here from moving in darkness, not accomplishing shit, to saying I'm gonna work some shit, I'll be like, fucking go for it. I'm not gonna tell you, oh, you know you meant for more, dog. I mean, of course, but we all fucking know that, right? We all know you're meant to be doing more. I don't have to fucking tell you, like, oh, dog, don't wash dishes. I don't have to tell you that shit. You know that shit. I know that shit. But I can encourage you and be like, go for it, motherfucker. Go kill that shit. Be the best at it. And then when time moves on in the long run, then we'll level you the fuck up. Of course, we want you to shoot higher, dog. But if you're coming from doing absolutely nothing with your life, I'm not going to tell you, oh, no, don't do that. Like, you finally decided to do something, and I'm going to shoot that down. That's why you got to be very careful with who you have around, who you tell about what you're getting into, your goals, and that. That's enough of my rant, man. It's 11:58 a.m., so it's about to be noon. The Lord has it figured out, man. Draw close.